Coming up, Yoga Booty Ballet enables a former professional dancer to bounce back a little quicker than expected from surgery.
I used Yoga Booty Ballet to kind of get myself back to where I wanted to be.
Plus, a Beachbody member turns the tables on a top coach. Now he's coaching her to run in the race of a lifetime. That's all coming your way right now on this edition of Beachbody Network News. Welcome to BNN. Before we get to our story segments, we'd like to highlight a feature for our coaches. The Coach's Sell page now contains a link to a video player that quickly and concisely explains the coaching opportunity. So when you have a moment, check it out for more information on the Beachbody coaching opportunity. Now on to today's stories. We've got stories that truly go the distance, from a marathon runner to a professional dancer who are now reaching new personal goals and using Beachbody to meet them. In our first story, we introduce you to Ava Kaufman, a very successful dancer who once danced on Broadway and toured with some big-name acts. But it was Yoga Booty Ballet that took her on a new spin around the dance floor. If you think Ava Kaufman has real dancer moves, you'd be right. Starting ballet when she was just 3, Ava has danced on Broadway, performed at the Metropolitan Opera House, and even stepped out with legendary Queen of Disco, Gloria Gaynor.
We toured all over the United States and all over Europe. There were 4 dancers, 4 backup singers, red carpet treatment and, signing autographs, and it was just fun.
And the fun didn't stop with dance. Ava also earned a black belt in Taekwondo. Her physical strength has helped her face challenges too, like breast cancer.
I think I recovered so quickly from my cancer surgery because I was in great shape before I found out I had cancer and went in and I had a mastectomy. And 3 days after, I was on my Pilates machine.
And although to look at her, you'd never guess it, just 3 years ago, Ava had a hip replacement. It's then that she became acquainted with Yoga Booty Ballet.
I was, up in the middle of the night and saw this infomercial on TV for Yoga Booty Ballet, and I said, I think that might be a good way for me to start to get back into moving. I used Yoga Booty Ballet to kind of get myself back to where I wanted to be so I could go back out into the world again and dance and do all the other things that I do.
Now from dancing to running. Dar has our next story about 2 Beachbody running mates, one a top coach and the other a military man. Dar?
Thanks, Christy. Now, most of you know Monica Ward. She's one of Beachbody's top coaches. And when she set her sights on running a marathon, she enlisted the help of an enlisted man, Mike Masters, who goes by the screen name Army Mike. This is a story of mutual support and admiration. Meet Monica Ward and Mike Masters. Each one is a coach for the other. Monica is Mike's Beachbody coach. You might not imagine by looking at him, but he just started last November.
The P90X had just really gotten me off to a brand new start. I had been slacking off a little bit, busy with my job. So Beachbody P90X has really got me kick-started really good.
Okay, so he obviously wasn't a huge slacker with 26 years in the military. Mike also happens to be a veteran marathon runner. But joining Beachbody has reinvigorated him. So when Monica mentioned she wanted to run her first marathon, Mike offered to coach her.
Part of completing a program, Beachbody program, is accomplishing a goal, and now you kind of want to see what else your body's capable of doing, and a marathon is really a challenging goal, so I'm looking forward to getting out there and trying.
Mike sets out a weekly regimen varying times and pace. Their goal is the inaugural Rock and Roll Marathon in San Diego. And Mike's impressed so far with Monica's determination.
A lot of beginners have never really had much physical activity before. They just think that a marathon is something a lot of people do and can just go out and do it, but it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, and probably a good 4 months of your life to be committed to it. I believe with the proper training and the time, anybody can complete a marathon.
We're trained, we're ready. And of course, completing the marathon is exactly what's on Monica's mind as she trains.
I just want to finish and look happy at the finish.
Determination plus a good attitude. We all know that's a winning combination, even if you're not setting out to run a marathon. With the help of Mike, Monica succeeded in finishing that marathon and is looking forward to the next.
Thanks, Dar. Speaking of marathons, we're keeping our eye on a developing story in Texas. More than 25 Beachbody members are gearing up to run the San Antonio Rock and Roll Marathon coming up this November. Who's signed up so far? Well, $50,000 winner Phyllis Stewart, top coach Monica Ward, and Beachbody coach Ali Cormier. They're banding together and looking for more members to run. Training starts in late July with the help of none other than Army Mike. BNN will be there for the race, but we'll bring you periodic updates on their training. Now, if you want to join the group, contact Ali or check out the thread under P90X. Now, if you've missed a previous BNN webcast, they're available on iTunes or click on the story archive link below. Coming up on Tuesday's BNN webcast, we meet a stay-at-home mom who turned her passion for working out into a full-time Beachbody business. Plus, a group of Beachbody coaches got together for the first Coach Advisory Board meeting at Beachbody corporate headquarters.
We're doing things that help that new coach really thrive.
We'll tell you how this meeting of the minds will benefit the entire community. That's all coming up on the next edition of BNN. Now you can go back to your workout. We'll see you next time.
Hear that? That's what it would sound like if you could hear your cells begging you to feed them the vitamins and minerals they need to function. See that? In that one serving of Activit, you could feed your body over 20 essential nutrients it needs to help keep you young and keep you active. Activit will help support your body's ability to burn fat and get strong. Whether you're doing P90X, Rockin' Body, or Turbo Jam, Activit is for you. If you want to look young and feel healthy, feed your cells what they're crying for. Take Activit every day.